Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking, here, take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards and tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the Friars found out we've gone. In a manner of speaking, I hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live, Brother Gregor. All right, Brother Henry. May God be with you. Eloquium tum et vivam.
Welcome, brother.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about. Now you can give it back to me. Thou shalt not steal. That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older. He always said yes, but only after he was dead. And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you often go through other people's belongings? Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it. Yes, why do you ask? And more importantly, where did you hear it, since I'm quite sure I've never told you? Honestly, the monks like to gossip more than old wives at the market. It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop. There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read. Thank you, brother. You don't know what this means to me. It's the only thing I have to remember him by here. You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest? Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me? Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery? You want to kill him here, in the monastery? Are you mad? You can't just show up and play the angel of vengeance on sacred ground. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips. The missing thief. If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, nor the other brethren have been here much longer than that. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine. 3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. And who told you that? Whoever it was, he's a liar. It's complete nonsense. Why? Why would you do that? That book was surely kept under lock and key, which makes you a thief. What led you astray, brother? Pure chance. You had to break into his study to get it. Do you have any idea how they'll punish you for that? What's so implausible about it? I've always been more interested in books, so I left my brother the shop and came here to live a good life. But I told you, I've never lied to anyone.
Please, tell me what's happened.
His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound. But he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Karl, or whatever your true name is. What do you want to do now? Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. I was a bandit, and I was at Neuhof. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. we can just forget all about it and go our own way. Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want. They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. They know it was mine, and perhaps it will bring you more luck than me. I pity the poor man they'll be burying instead of me. But you don't have to kill anyone. It's your choice, and it will burden your soul. Another senseless death. But at least it will buy me a life of peace here. You should take this, and show it to your comrades. Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery, and some blood to make the tracks. You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it, all the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list, and when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come. I'm sorry to hear that. I thought we could come to an agreement that left both of us alive. But since there's no convincing you, I'll settle for just me. Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies. And I'm glad you have your doubts. And why would you want to do that? Because that's what they told you to do. Don't worry. I'll save a place for you there. You deserve it. A thief on his left, a thief on his right. Oh, Father. You've won. Did you get what you wanted? Will you be happier when you've sent one more soul to hell? Christ almighty! How many holes do you have in that head of yours? The keys to the monastery and the goat skin of blood. The keys are the most important, or at least some lockpicks. Excellent! Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner. We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? And now, down as fast as you can. We'll escape through the church's crypt and out to the rocks. And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
And you dragged me all the way here, then threw my body in the river. A perfect crime. A murder without a body.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. So you're nothing but a common thief. I hope your conscience will get the better of you one day and you'll return it. But you can't. It's not yours. Listen, brother, there's a side to me you don't know about. And I don't want to have to show it to you. So if you don't want any trouble, why don't you just give back that dagger? Well, I'd be grateful if you brought it back to me. It would grieve me to lose it.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be. You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come? Very well, I'll leave you alone for now. But don't fret. You'll find your feet soon enough.
Well, no one's ever said that before.
I'm curious if you'll still be singing the same tune in a month's time. I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him. I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him, fighting, drinking, fornicating, but then he ended up in here. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around. Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life. No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished. Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery. And why aren't you spending your nights sleeping instead of creeping around spying on your brothers? I know, brother, I know. But you need to understand that novices shouldn't be poking their noses into the affairs of elder brothers. Even then, I'm afraid. Who are you compared with them? Wait till you know what's what, and in the meantime keep your head down and do what you're told. A wise decision. You know, life in a monastery is much like life outside in many ways. The monastery walls don't keep out human pride and hatred. They became monks, Gregor, but that didn't stop them being men. Be on your guard as much as you ever were outside. Lies, jealousy, vengeance. They can hurt you here as much as anywhere. That's up to you, brother.
Do you think you're entitled to met out justice? Who gave you the right? I'm sorry, but I don't want to have anything more to do with you, Gregor. You're a lunatic, and the prior ought to be warned about you.
All right, I won't say a word. But please, just leave me in peace.
Then what? You think you can threaten me? You'd better watch yourself, Gregor. You don't know me at all. And was it necessary? Are you looking for someone or something? Maybe if you tried just asking, you'd have better luck.
Thank you, brother.
So now you know everything. Are you satisfied? What I saw at Nyhov made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over. But then you showed up and fucked it all up. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can. I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can. How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison. That's why I'm thanking you, for being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poison didn't kill you. And we can both come through this alive if we work together. Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything, and try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times. I know, but Brother Celerius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. What? I'm not going to ask you how you got your hands on those, you devious lad.
Wonderful. The path to freedom is unlocked.
Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way. What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me? I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom. Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought... You can't be serious. You wouldn't have helped me get so far just to kill me here. Brother, you don't have to do this. We're both free. We can walk away and never see each other again. No, I won't let you kill me. Brother, I am truly sorry.
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Are you sure? It will make your life easier if I show you around. Otherwise, tomorrow you'll be standing around staring like an idiot while everyone else knows what they have to do. Here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule. Read it and observe it. I thought that since you're literally a complete novice, you'd be interested to know what you have to do tomorrow. But if you don't want to come with me, I won't force you. It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Suit yourself. If you think you don't need any explanations, just follow the schedule you got from the prior. Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight. If you aren't interested, I'm not going to force you. I'll leave you to your own devices. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
So beware. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous, the library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here. We also copy them. You, too, will learn how.
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night. Take everything with you and don't forget the keys. Show me. No, you don't have everything. You don't have the goat skin of blood. Move your bones or we'll never get out of here. Where are the keys? Or at least lockpicks?
Praise be to God! For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. It takes a bit of getting used to.
If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lukas. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty. But tomorrow you begin work like the others.
Very well, I won't say a word. But you should think twice about what you have in mind. A good cause, you say? But you're talking about murder. No, Gregor, I'll have nothing to do with it. Best get out of my sight.
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Celerius. They say he used to be a thief. Fuck off back to your mother's cunt. I'm done with you.